Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall.
Welcome to the Brownie blog.
The Brownie blog that features Austin again.
Yes, and we're actually filming with a good camera this time.
Yes, good camera, not my phone, because you know I can't afford cameras.
It is 10:33 at night, so I'm not sure if we can get this video before the dawning of the 23rd of January.
But we will try our best, so I'm very sorry because we kind of started late because we tried using my phone and he got mad.
I didn't get mad, it was just...
My phone died.
Yeah, your phone died, it's just a whole range of problems. But alas, as you can see, this camera is a definitive large amount better than...
It doesn't shake.
It doesn't shake.
Because it's not being held by my arm.
It's a much...
I should probably invest in one.
It's much larger improvement over the 360p days.
360p, yeah.
To 1080p of my camera. But here we are today. No, why we're here today is to talk about our favorite band,
Oasis.
Oasis.
As you can see, you've just watched our favorite montage that we just created, the only montage we've ever created, of the Oasis. And I'd have to say, these are the best. However, the Beatles are pretty good too.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a Beatles t-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't have an Oasis t-shirt, but... Okay.
That would be awesome.
Anyway.
What's your favorite song?
My Champagne Supernova, for sure. Champagne Supernova, I think it's the best song ever made.
It's obviously one of the best. I mean, like, who doesn't want to listen to 7 minutes and 27 seconds?
It's like such an interesting song. It's like, it starts off really slow, it's like... It's like mellow, and then it builds, and then it climaxes at 4 minutes, and then drops again, and then builds, and climaxes at like 7 minutes again. It's a weird song. It climaxes twice, and like it's like a wave, like water, because there's like water sounds in the background.
Yeah. Ooh, we're picking these things apart.
And then there's like 2 guitar solos. I've never heard a song that has like 2 guitar solos in it. So,
well, you hear songs that have like a guitar and a bass solo.
Yeah, but it's like. But it's the same solo twice. It's just kind of like played like a song.
Yeah.
A slightly different note guitar. It's like 2 different recordings, but you know it's the same solo.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's your favorite Oasis song?
My favorite is either "Don't Look Back in Anger" because I mean, what Oasis fan doesn't love that song?
But don't look back in anger.
Do not. He's gonna try and talk in British accents. He's not British.
I'm Liam Gallagher. What do you think?
I think "Don't Look Back in Anger" is probably my favorite.
Liam.
It's just so perfect.
It's like their only popular song, maybe aside from "Falling Down," that was sung by Noel Gallagher too.
Yeah,
because Liam sang most of their songs, right?
Mm-hmm. And Noel would write
them and those fighting brothers.
Yeah, they're like the definition of like if you have a brother. And you're a boy, obviously.
Boy.
So if you and your brother, they're Noel and Liam Gallagher are the definition of not what you want to happen between you two because they hate each other.
Oh yeah, boys.
And so if you're an Oasis fan, like one of us, and you're hoping for a reunion tour, it's probably not going to happen because they would probably slit each other's throats before they made another song.
Yeah. Then there's like Andy Bell and Jim Armstrong, so it's like, I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Noel just yelled at Liam, and it's like, I don't want to sing this, I don't want to write this, and it's just
like, no. But anyway, what is your favorite album?
My favorite. It's not even really a question.
Well,
It's obviously going to be this. What's the story? Morning Glory.
For a second, I read that in my mind as what's the story? Morning Glory, but
This is the best album ever, and because
it is my favorite album of all time. It is my favorite album of all time.
It has songs like Roll With It, and then you get hit with Wonderwall after.
It starts with Hello, which is kind of like it has like this it has like the same guitar riff as Wonderwall, but it's like in a quieter setting. It's kind of like a mellow. Hello's kind of like a mellowed version of Wonderwall, and then it kind of goes Roll With It, and it kind of pumps up the album. And third track hits you Wonderwall.
I mean, I think
probably the second most famous song in the '90s behind What Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
Yeah, but honestly, like even non-Oasis people have at least heard of Wonderwall. They might not like.
Well, everybody's heard Wonderwall. They just don't know the song title.
Yeah, they might not know it, but everybody's heard Wonderwall.
It's Wonderwall.
And then my favorite, Don't Look Back in Anger.
Is your fourth track, which is right after like two best songs of the '90s right there. And then you get Hey Now, which is another really good song. And then you get like an instrumental interlude to Some Might Say. Some Might Say.
That's a good song too.
Some Might Say is really good. And then Cast No Shadow, I think, is a hidden gem of the album. As you face the sunny, cast no shadow.
Another British accent that's not real.
Oh yeah.
That sounded more Aussie than anything.
And then the only track I kind of think is a little bit lesser on the album.
I don't agree with what he's about to
She's
sing.
Electric. I do like the song. It's just not
I think it's one of my
favorite.
One of my favorites, actually.
You and Jared and your love for She's Electric.
It's a good song. If you're an Oasis fan, please tell me you like this song.
Oh no, I like the song. I just don't think it's up to par with the rest of the album.
I think it's good. I think it's really good.
Okay, and then we get Morning Glory, which is like the only punk song Oasis ever did, but it's really, really good song. I love Morning Glory.
And then you have an instrumentalist leading up
to Champagne Supernova. Bar none, the best song of all time. Your opinion is invalid. I'm sticking my finger on the camera right now. Your opinion is invalid.
It's apparently invalid, so whatever I say doesn't count.
Yep.
Anyways, I got to agree with you, though. Champagne Supernova is an awesome song.
Unfortunately, I do not own it on vinyl, so I can't listen to it on vinyl. But because I don't have a vinyl player, but I do have it on CD.
And I mean, 7 minutes and 27 seconds of that. I mean, I've actually, just set my phone aside, press play, and fallen asleep to it.
Yeah, I've done that so many times. I listen to headphones. I just listen there.
Because it's an awesome song.
Yeah, you fall asleep to Champagne Supernova. I fall asleep.
And it's not that it's a boring or lazy song. It's a good song, but it's just so perfect you could fall asleep to it.
Yeah, it's just subliminal. It's it's kind of like a song that's like otherworldly.
Yes,
it's like an otherworldly song. It's best to describe it. Take like a Pink Floyd song and then add like Beatles flavors to it, kind of something like that. Is the best way to describe Champagne Supernova.
I do not know as much about music as he does. He's the music expert that I know, so trust him.
Okay. But anyway, they do have lots of other good albums. Like
they started off definitely
maybe is very good. It's got friggin' Shaker Maker, Live Forever, Supersonic, and Slide Away. Then there's cigarettes and alcohol.
I'm pretty sure. Did they have parental advisory back then?
Why?
Did they have to say, "Oh, this has bad content in it" or whatever? Did they have that back?
Oh, probably. That's the why you don't like the cover? Or?
No, I like it. I'm just saying, did they have you have to be 18 to buy this, or without parental advisories?
Maybe.
I don't know. It doesn't really help that I was only born in '98.
And then there comes their what you're.
We've already shown this, but What's the Story? Morning Glory came next.
Yeah, and then their third album, which is not my favorite, but it's a few good songs in it. Especially Do You Know What I Mean?
Oh, that's a good song.
That's like the song that because when this album was released, it was like the peak of their popularity. This is the fastest selling British album of all time. Just saying, it's sold faster than the other Beatles album.
Which is a very big accomplishment. It's the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, and What's the Story? Morning Glory is the second most popular British album of all time behind Sgt. Pepper's by the Beatles. So that's quite an accomplishment too. And the Master Plan is just a B-sides collection. It didn't sell as well because wasn't really marketed or anything. It was just kind of there. But it does have Acquiesce in the Master Plan on it. So.
And I think this album was more of the true fans of Oasis. Yeah. Because you just got to hear more of them.
Because this was just kind of the bonus material. The stuff you could only get the the bonus songs you get like on single maxi discs.
Yeah.
You know, which is kind of the rare songs. But there's like a lot of good songs here. Like Half
The
the World.
Swamp Song.
Maybe not the Swamp Song, but like Half the World Away, Talk Tonight, Rock.
I Am the Walrus.
Well, that was a cover, but I am the walrus, I am the Eggman. And then then they did like their psychedelic album with Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. And this album I kind of guilty pleasure for. I really, really love this album. It's got Who Feels Love. It has Go Let It Out on it. It's got Roll It Over My Soul, Leave Me. Roll It Over.
Then we got
their only live album.
their only live album.
Familiar to Millions.
Which makes sense. It's obvious. It's a live album.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just playing every one of their best songs live.
Yeah.
It's self-explanatory.
Essentially, yeah. It's good if you're hardcore, I guess.
Like him.
and you. And then we have their I don't know, nobody ever talks about this album, but it's Heathen Chemistry. Now, this album does have
The Hindu Times.
And Stop Crying Your Heart Out.
Okay, it has Stop Crying Your Heart Out.
That's the reason enough to buy the album. You buy the album just for that song.
It's a close second for my favorite songs.
Yeah, Stop Crying Your Heart Out. And then there's also other good ones.
When he first introduced me to Oasis, because I think you've introduced everyone I know who knows Oasis to Oasis, except for like my father.
Yeah.
When you introduced me to Oasis, that was the first song you ever showed me.
Yeah.
Well, had me listen to, because you can't show songs.
Okay.
And then we have Don't Believe the Truth, which you tell them.
That's not my favorite. It's the only Oasis song I don't really love. I do like the songs. I do like the meaning.
Lila's a good song.
I do like Lila. I do like the importance of being idle. I do like Love Like a Bomb, but I don't. And I do like actually, probably my favorite song on the album is Let There Be Love. But
That's a good song.
But it's not the strongest Oasis album. It's the only Oasis album I'm just kind of meh towards.
Jared, this one's for you. If you don't know who Jared is, that's the counterpart to him.
My YouTube channel, One Asian One Cracker. But yeah,
Dig Out Your Soul.
This is Jared's favorite Oasis album. It's my third favorite Oasis album. It's not my favorite because I still think the first two albums are better than this one. But this is like this is kind of like their kind of like All It Comes to the album. It's like their hard rock album. It's got the elements of like the psychedelic elements of Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. It's kind of got like the overproduction elements of Be Here Now. It's got the it's got like the songwriting of like What's the Story, Morning Glory. It's kind of like their Spank album.
Spank album.
Smashed everything together. It's a very good album though.
And then you have their singles album, which is Time Flies. They performed some of these on a tour, I believe.
No. It's just singles. It's just singles.
It's just their singles album.
It's weird though. They put the alternate version of Champagne Supernova on that, the remix version, which I always thought was really odd.
Yeah,
but it's got if you want to get into Oasis, I strongly recommend you pick up Time Flies and not their Greatest Hits album, because the Greatest Hits album isn't really
their greatest hits.
No, it's more like a song to please like hardcore Oasis listeners. It's not like the songs that like everybody loves, like the more widely loved songs.
However, sadly,
I actually don't own the Greatest Hits album, to be fair. I only have a digital copy of it, so.
And after this, we have a problem.
Yeah, after this, they broke up, so.
Yeah, so as we said before, they kind of hate each other, and so
the brothers
split up.
Noel and Liam. And after this, we have BDI.
BDI?
And this is Liam's solo stuff.
Liam Gallagher, because you can always do better without your brother, even though you and your brother are the reason you're famous.
And there's some good songs in there. Like
I'm not going to say BDI didn't make good music, but they're not Oasis.
No, they're not Oasis. It's kind of like Liam directed Oasis. Then he's like super snarls his vocals on these albums. It's like ridiculous.
Well, the thing is it's just like you don't. It's the writing and the singing put together that makes it awesome, and then it's just.
It's not Oasis, but it's good.
It's good, but it's not. Yeah. It's not Oasis.
Unfortunately, I do not own Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds album, but I do own his live album on my phone, I guess. But that's digital only, so I can't really show that off. But with that,
I don't own any hard copies of this music, because who owns hard copies nowadays?
I do.
Well, you do.
They sound better than freaking compressed digital download.
I'll give you that.
But still, vinyl sounds like the best ever.
But these ones, when you buy them, you actually have to buy them, and you can't just copy them off of the internet.
Oh, Josh can't pay $10.
I guess when you buy these, the money actually gets to go to the people it belongs to.
Yeah.
Oasis. However, Noel and Liam now fight over who gets the money. So don't buy it. You're just fueling the fire.
Yep. Okay, so yes, in short, Oasis is our favorite band, as well as
they're one of the best. I'm not saying they are the best, because then I'm gonna have the Beatles haters and stuff,
and the Led Zeppelin haters and the Pink Floyd haters and So
they are not the best, but they are completely wickedly awesome.
They're kind of like, to me, they are the best band of the 90s. I think they're better than Nirvana, but
that's a statement.
Yeah, I do think they're better. Thing is, Nirvana, they do have some great songs like Come As You Are, Smell Like Teen Spirit, but the thing is, the rest of the tracks on their albums really aren't that good. Like, I bought their album Nevermind the other day, and the rest of their album is just meh. Like, aside from Come As You Are and Smell Like Teen Spirit, the only other songs I like on that album are Lithium and Something in the Way. And the other 8 tracks I don't really care for, so...
If you're not a hardcore fan of anyone we're talking about, you're probably just listening to names right now.
Yeah.
But you should get into it because Oasis is awesome, so buy some hard copies because the money actually... No, never mind, don't buy it. Don't buy hard copies. Because then Liam and Noel will have a reason to fight.
Why?
If you don't buy hard copies, they might get back together.
But don't get back together. I don't want to tour.
But that would be... Alright, I would probably pay, like, a lot of money.
If they got back together right now, I'd like, drop everything and just go to, like, a concert.
Even if it was, like, halfway across the country, I would go.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Oasis! Oh.
Yeah, we'd be like the only 15-year-olds at the Oasis, and the rest are, like, 30 and 40-year-olds.
Yeah. But it'd be a jolly grind.
Jolly good time. Hip hip cheerio. British accents.
But with that, this has been a rather long Brownie blog.
Rather long. So you should probably go check out some Oasis. You already know the Beatles. Probably could check out Nirvana too. So go check out some good music. And not any of those Biebs.
The more Biebs a song has, the more your body rejects it. Anyway, Jack's Films joke. Anyway, with that, this has been January 22nd Brownie blog.
22nd. So it shouldn't be up on the 22nd. See you guys later. Eat a brownie. Listen to Oasis.
It may be up on the 23rd.